Priti, do the prayers. Mukund will do the kirtan.
Okay. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Dishkarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Very beautiful.
Now Mukund.
So Mukund, would you like to sing Hare Krishna?
Mami, can I do?
Yes, sing Hare Krishna.
Give me a minute. I'll go get my drink done now. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Yeah. Yeah, Mukund, go ahead and sing for me, please.
We cannot hear you. Mataji, can you hear me? It's a little better, but still low. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Wow, beautiful. Now let's move to this sloka recitation. We are doing this sloka, right? Can you all see my screen?
No. Oh yeah, we can. Mataji, can you see the synonyms in translation?
Yeah, I will pull it up. Okay. Now you can see, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Go and one after the other. Raise your hand. Advait raised hand. Go.
Ayanalpayusha sabya kalavasmin yuge jana mandasumanda matayo mandabhagya hipatita. Thank you, Mataji.
Very nice. Next, Samskriti.
Prayanalpayusha sabya kalavasmin yuge jana mandasumanda matayo mandabhagya hipatita. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Ramachandra.
Okay. Prayanalpayusha sabya kalavasmin yuge janam mandasumanda matayo mandabhagya hyaputrita.
What happened? Why did you got muted?
You muted it.
Wait, was I saying it on mute?
Yeah, you again got muted.
Oh, okay. I'll say it again.
Yeah.
Prayenalpaisha sabya kalavasmin yuge jana mandaha sumandamatayo mandabhagya hyapadritaha.
Yeah. Thank you, Ramachandra. Shreyan, sorry.
Prayanalpayusha sabya kalavashmin yuge jana mandasumanda matayo mandabhagya hi ubhadrataha.
Okay. Ojasvi, go ahead.
Yes, Gigi. Prayenalpayusha sabya kalavasmin yuge jana mandaha sumandamatayo mandabhagya hi ubhadrataha.
Awesome, Ojasvi. Now Vrinda will recite. Vrinda, go ahead.
Prayenalpayusha sabya Prayenalpayusha sabya kalavasmin yuge jana mandasumandamatayo mandabhagya hyapadritaha.
Ball. Wonderful. Wonderful, Vrinda.
Gorangar's tune is the best.
Okay. Mukund, go ahead, Mukund.
Yes, Mataji. Prayanalpayasha sabya kalavasmin yuge jana mandasu mandamataya mandabhagya hipadrata. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Ball. Beautiful. So now next, Kavya. Go ahead and say this sloka, Kavya.
Praneya palu sa sabya kalavasmin yuge jana manda sumanda mateo manda bhagya apadruta. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Nice, very nice. So what we will do is we will do the revision of revision of the other slokas also, because I don't know how many of you remember those slokas. Just in case, if you have a proper revision, then we will not forget it.
Yeah. Everybody can see your screen.
Yeah, let's move on to this sloka revision. Okay, who all wants to go first? Did somebody raise hand? Okay, Advait, please go ahead.
Okay, Mataji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadasya yatomnyayaditatas tatesha vignasara tene brahma hridaya adikavaye muyanti yatsurvayaha tejo vari mudamyata vinimayo yatra trisagomasa damna svena sadana satakukam satyam param dhimahi. Thank you, Mataji.
Wonderful, wonderful, Advait. Yeah, Vrinda, go ahead.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadasya Yado Annayaditaratasya Jadesha Bigdaswarat Tere Brahma Yudadikaved Muyante Yatsuraya Tejo Varavadamyam Yadiviboy Vidibayo Yadasargo Visham Namna Sera Sadari Rasta Kulagam Satyam Param Dhimai. Hare Krishna.
Did you call me, Mataji? Your voice is low.
Kavya, I called Kavya.
Oh.
Did you listen to me? I don't know, my microphone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Your voice is still very low.
Yes, very low. It's still very.
Mataji, we can't even hear you now.
Hare Krishna.
So less. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hi, Bol. Vanita Gandrika Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, my microphone has a problem. Ah, now it came back. Yes. Now, just now it had some issue, but again it came back. Okay. Yeah, Mataji, they revised the sloka for this week. They have to revise, and also they did. Also, they did the previous verse also, 1.1.1.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you so much. Yes. Sorry about my late, Mataji. Sorry.
No worries, Mataji.
Okay, so what we will do is, one second. Okay, so Hi Krishna everyone.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hari Bol. Okay, so you've already said the prayers, you've said the shloka, so we'll go ahead, okay? You've said the prayers, right?
Yes, Mataji, prayers and sloka. Everything is done. We will move to the story now.
Okay, very nice. Okay. So we have Mukund, Balavrinda, Kavya, Ramachandra, Ojasvi, Shriyan, Advait, Rai Prahlad, Jagdish, Kushi, Ramachandra, Samskriti. Shrinika is new to our class?
Yes.
She came last week. I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. How old are you, Shrinika?
5.
Such a big girl, 5-year-old.
Yep, I will eat by myself.
You eat by yourself? That's amazing. And where do you stay?
Milpitas.
Where?
California Milpitas.
Oh, California.
No,
Welcome to the group.
California Milpitas.
California. And is this first time that you're attending Govinda?
Yep.
Yeah, Mataji, because they came from the breakout, na, that's when they are here.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So welcome, Shrinika. So what we'll do is we'll move ahead with our, sorry for the delay. Okay. So now as we move ahead, Okay, so as we move ahead now, we are doing the incarnations, right? So today we are going to talk about the incarnation of Lord Vamana, right? So, yeah, we all know about this. Okay, we have so many hands raised.
I think it was for
Sorry, Ramachandra, for what? For the story?
sloka.
For the shloka. Did you all do the shloka?
Yeah, we did the sloka.
You all did the shloka, right? Okay, so for time being, I'm going to lower all the hands. Okay. So anybody is left who wants to recite the shloka?
I didn't decide.
Okay, go ahead.
Rayanai Payusha Sabya Kalavashmin Yuge Jana Mandasumanda Matayo Mandabhagya Hiyobadhidaha.
Very nice. Okay. Anybody else who's left? Okay. So we'll move on to the next part, which is the story. Okay. So we are going to talk about the appearance of Lord Vamana. Okay. And when we are talking about these incarnations, what are we exactly talking about? Can somebody tell me?
Lord Krishna.
Okay. But what exactly are we talking about? See, these incarnations in now that we are doing about Lord Vamanadeva's incarnation. But then these incarnations in the further part of the Bhagavatam also, they are there in detail. So what is the main essence or what is the main reason that we are talking about these incarnations in Canto 2?
There's a main incarnation.
Sorry?
Maybe because there's a main incarnation.
Let me just read the contents of your Canto 2. Okay. So the first step is the first step in God realization, pure devotional service, the process of creation, the cause of creation, scheduled incarnations with specific functions. Have you, when we have opened this book, when we have opened the Canto 2, when you read through chapter 7, the topic is scheduled incarnation with the specific functions. Okay. And later on in the Srimad Bhagavatam, in the further cantos, each of these incarnations is going to be elaborated. Okay. So when you are reading through the incarnations in the Canto 2, chapter 7, you have to specifically see that what was the reason for this incarnation or what was the specific function which is associated to this incarnation. Okay. So, okay, what I'll do is, anybody wants to tell the story of Vaman Dev in short?
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, can Shriyan tell?
Okay, Ramachandra has raised his hand. Ramachandra and Raya Prahlad had raised. So Raya Prahlad and Ramachandra, can you both tell it? Like first Ramachandra, you can go ahead. In short, okay?
So basically, Bali Maharaj had control over basically everywhere, like the demons, and he's part of the demons. He controlled the heavenly planets and all that stuff. So the demigods went to, I think Brahma, and then Brahma went to Vishnu and tell the situation that they had lost all their kingdom and all that stuff. So Vishnu came as a Vamana, as a dwarf, to the son of Aditi. Aditi. And he went to Bali Maharaj, and Bali Maharaj was actually a virtuous king, and not like, he was nice and kind. So he asked what Vamana they wanted, and Vamana said, yeah.
Yeah, Raya Prahlad can continue from here on. Yes, Raya Prahlad.
So I'm trying to say it from the beginning in short. So what really happened is this Bali Maharaj took a boon, and then that only his mother can kill him. So what he did is then he started to destroy the Devata's planetary system, and then he ruled the 3 worlds after it. So what happened now is Vamana Dev had to get back the 3 worlds back to the demigods because it belonged to the demigods. So the demigods asked Krishna to come, and then Krishna took the form of Vamana Dev and asked Bali Maharaj for the 3 steps, and then Bali Maharaj was so intense of just looking at him and staring him that he didn't listen to Sakracharya, and then finally he gave the boon, and then Vamana Dev he took the 3 steps and said it was his for the lifetime.
Okay. Shreyan, do you want to add anything?
Mataji, I wanted to add that Vamana Dev was born like this. So in this ashram called Siddhashram, Vishnu used to live there, then many other people came. So what happened was Vishnu, when Vishnu was there, Aditi and so they went, and then they asked Vishnu to come as their son. And then Vishnu said, okay, because the demigods he also knew that the demigods were going to ask him to. So he immediately became a baby child in the womb of Mother Aditi. And and then he came out, and then that's how he became Vaman. But I don't understand what dwarf means. Do they always be 5?
Okay, dwarf means also that he was compared to the others. Like if you see, let us see a picture. Okay, dwarf in the size, he was small in size, and this Leela which has happened, it was in that. One second. Yeah, this Leela which has happened was specifically that it was that the Vamana Dev was as a child, and that is the reason he's called as a dwarf Brahmana. Okay, dwarf.
Another thing I wanted to tell is, if he's a dwarf, then okay, so he's a dwarf. Yeah, and if he's a dwarf, then did he exactly, like when he was born from Mother Aditi's womb, was he exactly born as a dwarf, or was he first a baby and then become?
Okay, no, it is not like that. It is not like that. See, when the Lord takes his incarnations, they go through the stages, right? It will not be that he will be born as a dwarf. When we come to this chapter in our Srimad Bhagavatam, we'll talk about it in detail. Okay, Shreyan?
Yes.
Okay, so now, Advait, can you read this part which is written over here? Who all do we have?
Okay, Mataji. The Lord appeared as the youngest son of Aditi, and because he surpassed all the planets of the universe, he is the supreme personality of Godhead. On the pretense of asking for a measurement of 3 footsteps of land, he took away all the lands of Bali Maharaj. He asked simply because without begging, no authority can take one's rightful position.
Now, in this incarnation of the Lord is that Bali Maharaj, he had conquered everything, right? And now at this time, it couldn't be just snatched away from Bali Maharaj, right? It had to be rightfully taken. And that is the reason this Leela of Vamana Dev asking for the 3 steps of land was happened. Okay. And now over here, see, Bali Maharaj conquered all the planets of the universe by rightful position. A king can conquer other kings by strength, and such position is considered to be rightful. So Bali Maharaj possessed all the lands of the universe, and he happened to be charitably disposed towards the Brahmanas. The Lord therefore pretended to be a beggar Brahmana, and he asked Bali Maharaj for a measurement of 3 steps of land. Mukund, can you read this part? We are reading through the verses, okay? These are the verses which are there in the Srimad Bhagavatam 2.7.17, I guess. Yes, Mukund.
Bali Maharaj was very glad to receive the Lord's remaining step upon his head, and thus Bali Maharaj, instead of losing everything he possessed, was blessed by the Lord, becoming his constant companion and doorman. So by giving everything to the cause of the Lord, one does not lose anything, but he gains everything that he could never otherwise expect. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so now in this story, when we are talking about the specific functions, or what do you learn from this story, what I'm going to go is quickly, I am going to go to this part. Okay, over here now, what do you see? Over here, there is just a house, which can be just like you just stay into this house. Now this over here, on the other hand, is also a big house. Okay. This is, anybody who is from Detroit can tell me what is this? Is Krishna Nena there with us today? Okay, no, Krishna Nena isn't there. Anybody, any idea what is this in Detroit?
If this is in Michigan, is this a state house?
No.
A mansion.
Sorry?
Mataji, is it one of those houses?
A mansion.
A mansion, yes. This is the Ford residence, which is also the Fisher mansion. Okay, and
Which
this
island in Michigan?
yes, this Fisher mansion was donated by Henry Ford to Srila Prabhupada for the temple. Okay, so now this house is also a possession. This house is also a materialistic thing which somebody can possess, and this was also a house. Okay, but this house is, though it is materially used or though it is a material possession of a human being, but it can be used or it was used or it is used as the as a temple right now, isn't it? Now over here, this is a second example of, see, like we have so many cars, so many trucks that people might drive. Over here, there is just, this can be just considered as a material possession. But on the other hand, this truck, okay, this is also used as a material possession. But what is this used for? Now this is for Rath Yatra. They are carrying the logs of woods for the making of the Ratha. Okay. Now the third again example, I just want you all to understand what we are talking about. Okay. Now this, who is this?
George Harrison.
Harrison.
George Harrison.
George Harrison, he had the gift of music, right? And this gift of music, he used it in the service of the Lord. Just having the music or just having the gift of the Lord and using it in the service of the Lord. So these are two things, right? So as we come ahead with our story from Bali Maharaj, see, Bali Maharaj also had the whole kingdom. He had the whole world for himself, right? He was the king now. But only, and he, as Shriyan and Ramachandra and Rai Prahlad also said, that when he came to know that, okay, Lord Vishnu in the form of the dwarf Brahmana has come to take away the possessions what he had, he did not think about anything different. He did not think about any way out through this. He knew what was happening and he allowed the Lord to do what he was doing. Okay. So this surrender of Bali Maharaj, or this surrender of a pure devotee of the Lord, when it happens, it is that these material possessions do not matter anything. He did not think that, okay, he has such a big position or he is the master of the whole world. But only at the wish of the Lord, he was ready to surrender all that he had. So this incarnation of the Lord not only tells us about the specific function of the Lord, but of a devotee as well. So this specific incarnation of the Lord tells us the surrender of a devotee. Normally what happens is we are so occupied with our daily pleasures and our worldly pleasures that we forget what we are really expected to give. Now, how many of the
Mataji,
things?
is that a picture of Deva Mandir temple?
Yeah, Krishna Nena, we are missing you. Let me just put it back over there.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's good, right? We were looking for you when we had this picture.
Yeah,
Okay, so,
I can tell by the blurriness.
right, that's it. We were looking for you when we had this picture. Okay, Krishna Nana, can you read this for us?
Okay, Mataji. Bali Maharaj, who put on his head the water washed from the lotus feet of the Lord, did not think of anything besides his promise. In spite of being forbidden by his spiritual master, the king decided his own personal body to fulfill the measurement of the Lord's third step. For such a personality, even the kingdom of heaven, which he conquered by his strength, was of no value.
Right. So,
thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, then many of us think that what did Bali Maharaj get in return? right? Bali Maharaj, this incarnation, like when he had to give away or everything what he had possessed, what did Bali Maharaj gain out of it? Okay, Suraj, can you read this for us?
Okay, Mataji. Bali Maharaj, by gaining the transcendental favor of the Lord in exchange for his great material sacrifice, was able to have replacing Vaikuntha Loka with equal or greater facilities of eternal enjoyment. Therefore, he was not at all the loser by sacrificing the kingdom of heaven, which he had possessed by his material strength. In other words, when the Lord snatches away one's hard-earned material possessions and favors one with his personal transcendental service for eternal life, bliss, and knowledge, such taking away by the Lord should be considered a special favor upon such a pure devotee.
Right. So the Lord specifically coming for him, for Bali Maharaj, was itself a boon for Bali Maharaj, right? But the Lord placing his foot on the head of Bali Maharaj was itself a very big thing for Bali Maharaj. So he did not take it otherwise. Now,
Mataji, I know how to say this sloka.
okay, go ahead, Krishna Nena.
निर्माणमोहाचित संगदोष अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवर्तकाम द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ता सुखदुःखसंज्ञैर्गच्छन्त्यमूढा पदमव्ययं तद् नातद्भासयते सूर्यो न शशाङ्को न पावकः यत् गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तदात्मा परमं मम. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. Okay, so this is what a pure devotee has in his mind, right? That what is the param sthan, or what is the end sthan where he wants to go? Tad dhama paramam mama. Okay, so this is what is always understood by a pure devotee of the Lord, that whatever he possesses, whether it is a house, whether it is anything which you possess, if it is not in the service of the Lord, whether the gift which the Lord has given it to us, if it is not in the service of the Lord, it is of no use. Okay. So as we move ahead with the incarnations of the Lord, the next incarnation of the Lord is about the Swayambhu Manu. Can somebody tell, anybody wants to tell us the story about it?
Can I?
Who is this?
Soumya.
Yes, Soumya. Where's Soumya? Soumya, where is Soumya?
It's spelled Saumya.
I think she joined from iPhone, Mataji.
Yeah, she's not with her name, Mataji.
Okay. Can you start your video?
Actually, I'm not feeling well.
Okay. I thought you're eating. Okay. No worries, Soumya.
Each Manu, however, is called by a different name. The first Manu is called Swayambhuva and is the son of Brahma. The second Manu, Swarosisa, is the son of a predominating deity of fire. The third Manu is Uttama, and he is the son of King Priyavrata. The fourth Manu, Tamasa, is the brother of Uttama. The fifth Manu, called Raivata, and the sixth Manu, Chakshusa, are both brothers of Tamasa, but Chakshusa is the son of Chakshu. The seventh Manu is called Vaivaswata, and he is the son of the sun god. The eighth Manu is called Savarni, and he is also a son of the sun god, born of a wife named Chaya. The ninth Manu, Dakshasa Varni, is the son of Varuna. The 10th Manu, Brahmasa Varni, is the son of Upashloka. 4 other Manus are known as Rudra Savarni, Dharma Savarni, Deva Savarni, and Indra Savarni.
Thank you, Soumya. I hope you feel better. Thank you for reading out for us. Okay.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Okay. So the next incarnation of the Lord is the incarnation of Manu. And Atharva, you have something to say? Atharva, we have Atharva and Akshita. Yes, Akshita?
No, sorry. I was just raising my hand to read. Sorry, it was still up.
Okay. Atharva and Balavrinda?
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Mataji, Vrinda can read?
Yes, Vrinda, go ahead.
Ask the,
I'm gonna read this.
you read from here. Ask the
As the incarnation of
Manu.
Manu, the Lord became the descendants of the Manu
Louder.
destination and ruled over the miscreants whom we honor, subdued them. He was powerful by weapons.
Louder ka
And
cheppu.
in the constant he ruled was
Characterized
by his glorious fame which spread over the three and above them to planetary systems of Satyaloka to the topmost in the universe.
What happened to your voice? You need to speak louder.
Balavrinda is okay?
Yeah, Mataji, she wants to read from that time and then I raised her hand.
Okay, sorry, Balavrinda, I didn't see it.
Now she did not read louder. I don't know what happened. Okay, Mataji, no worries, Mataji.
Okay, so see, this is just a brief, about how the yugas are divided. Okay, the Satyaloka, the Treta Yuga, the Dwarpa Yuga, the Kali Yuga, and how the Manvantaras are. I just want you all to read something. Yeah. See, in one day of Brahma, see, we do not have to go into the details. So we are just going to touch upon this part and move ahead. Okay. So in one day of Brahma, there are 14 Manus. Now what we read, what Soumya read over here about all of the Manus, we are just going to read through it. Okay. I want Akshita, you want to read through this?
Yes,
Akshita.
Mataji.
Go ahead, Akshita.
All the points?
Yes.
Okay. In one day of Brahma, there are 14 Manus, changing one after another. In that way, there are 420 Manus in a month of Brahma, and 5,040 Manus in 1 year of Brahma. Brahma lives for 100 years according to his calculation, and as such, there are 504,000 Manus in the jurisdiction of one Brahma. There are innumerable Brahmas, and all of them live only during one breathing period of Mahavishnu. So we can just imagine how the incarnations of the Supreme Lord work all over the material world, which comprehend only 1/4 of the total energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
There are these incarnations which everyone has a specific function and they are divided according to the day of Brahma. Okay, so these incarnations we are not going to go into total detail about this. Atharva, can you read this for us?
Yes, Mataji. The Manus are sometimes incarnations of the Supreme Lord and sometimes empowered living entities. Formerly, many long years ago, Lord Krishna instructed the Sun God. The Manus are generally the sons of the Sun God. The human race, or Manusya Sara, descends from the Manus, sons and grandsons of the Prajapati Brahma. The descendants of Manu reside in all the different planets and rule all the universe. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. So this was basically for the when Lord Brahma wanted the whole world to inundate with the human population, right? So that was when the first, like the human race started from Manu. Okay, so these were about the incarnations which we are doing. I think there are 22 incarnations which are mentioned. So we have come up to the Manvantara incarnations. Okay, and I hope in a next week or so, we will complete with the scheduled incarnations of the Lord and the specific functions. Now, as we move ahead with everybody is finished with your spring break?
Our spring
No,
break
Mataji, my
is
spring break is
Mataji, my spring break didn't even start yet.
Didn't even start.
Mataji, my spring break didn't even start.
mine's in April, the first week of
Okay,
April.
okay, no worries. Okay.
Mine is the next week of this week.
Right. So everybody will have it in different ways, right? Now, what I want you all to do is, see, we are reading back to Godhead. And so this week, I want to introduce a little bit different topic for you all. Okay. Maybe you all know about it. You must have done it. But I just want that we will introduce it. And maybe from next week, then we will be talking in detail or we will be doing about it. How many of you know what a debate is?
I know it, Mataji.
Soumya.
two people arguing.
Mataji.
Okay.
It's just two people.
What is it?
Two sides are.
Two sides are talking?
It's like two people arguing and they're trying to make a point. Like
This is exactly what I was looking for.
You're
So
you're trying to defend your opinion.
yes, some of them, debate is not about arguing. Okay. Many of them, when they are speaking, it feels that yes, they are arguing, right? But then debate can lead to an argument unless and until you follow the exact rules, or if you are following exactly what is, if you stick to your topic. Raipala, you want to say something?
I was going to say the debates are one topic that two people try to say their opinion, and they put their opinion and they give other details to back up their real opinion.
Very nice. Very nice. Very beautifully summarized about debate. Mukund, you want to say something?
Mataji, debate is like a scriptural fight against one argument. That one group thinks that this is the right answer, while the other group thinks that this is the right answer.
Okay. So once it goes into right and wrong, then it becomes into an argument. Okay. So what we are going to do whenever we start this, because I think it is already 7 now, right? At your end. Yes, it's already 7. Yes, it's 7 already. So see, debate will be, as Raya Prahlad said, that there are two people and they are placing their own opinions about it. Okay. Now, what happens is when you are placing your opinion about it, Balavrinda, are you there? Yes, Balavrinda is there.
Yes, Mataji, there.
When we are placing our opinion, sometimes what happens is, normally we have a tendency of thinking that yes, whatever I am saying is right. So as Mukund said, Raya Prahlad said that you try to give evidence over it, and then you try to, so you have to basically have a proper study of that point, or at least you need to know about some things, and then we have to place our points about it. Okay. So now if anybody wants to suggest any topic for debate.
Why you shouldn't eat meat?
Mataji, can I suggest the topic?
Not suggest, we're just asking you what topics could be for debate. Yes, Suraj?
Okay. One of the topics could be
learning.
if Krishna is one person, then how do we know that he's in all of our deities and pictures and photo frames or whatever?
Okay, thank you, Suraj. Yes, Ajit?
Should we call God Krishna or Vishnu?
Okay, anybody else? Yes, Raya Prahlad?
Debate on being non-devotees and being devotees.
Very nice. Keep it simple and sweet and simple in the
why to
beginning.
eat meat and why not to eat meat? I mean, why not to eat meat?
Okay, that would okay. Let's keep it simple. Okay, or else like Krishna.
Mataji,
Yes, Mukund.
what topic could
Why to
we
eat meat? Why not to eat meat? Everybody does not eat here. No meat now, Mataji.
That is the reason I did not say okay with that topic. Yes, Mukund.
Mataji, one topic can be that is Lord Krishna an incarnation of Vishnu or is Vishnu an incarnation of Krishna?
Okay. Now remember, whenever we are on a topic, okay, this is what we always say, that when we are learning the verses, what is the implementation of the verses? See, when you are giving a class, when you are preaching, when you are distributing your books, when there are debates, okay, so these verses which you are learning, you have to know where we can exactly use this verse. So debate, your elocutions, like your when you are giving your when there are competition related to speeches, you can always quote these verses and give a scriptural evidence over it. So now suppose we have a topic like, okay, Krishna consciousness at an early age or at a later age. We'll pick up topics which are like favorable for us and at your age appropriate topics as well. So Krishna consciousness at an early age or at a later age. So these all topics which are there, think of, so you know what we will do is we will have Vinita Gandharika Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, what we will do is we will give them a topic this week. Okay, so that if they want to get ready with any scriptural evidence, if they want to think over that topic, and next week after our main class, then we will have a debate on this topic. Is that okay?
Yes, Mataji. Good idea.
Right, so
Can I get 2 more topics?
Yeah, you can suggest Mukund, and then as we go, because then what we will do is 1 week we will alternate with back to Godhead reading, and 1 week we will alternate with the debate. Okay, or maybe 2 weeks of debate and then 2 weeks of back to Godhead. Is it okay?
Mataji, one topic can be that some like Grihastha people, whether to do chanting first in the morning at Brahma time, then Mangalarti, or first Mangalarti and then chanting. And another one can be how did the universe form? By Big Bang or by something else?
Okay, very nice. So what we will do is, yes, Ojasvi?
Why are people leaving Krishna consciousness?
Why should be Krishna consciousness? Okay, so gradually, see, I think, you know what, you have many topics where you can talk about, where you want to express your views. So we'll go with this debate. Everybody loves the idea of debate?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, so next week we will have the topic of Krishna consciousness at an early age or at a later age. There may be some people who are thinking about Krishna consciousness at an early age is good, or some might think that, okay, Krishna consciousness is okay at an later age as well.
Okay, Mataji.
So what we will do is we will get ready for the topic for next week. Is that okay? We'll end it so that the Madhava group can come in.
Wait, Mataji, what's the topic again?
Krishna consciousness at an early age or at a later age.
Okay.
Okay. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu bhayeva.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Nice background, Suraj.
Thank you.
Krishna.
Thank you, everyone.
Mukund,
Bye-bye.
you put the moon, I put the sun.
Your name also means sun.
Very
Oh, that
nice.
was lucky.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I don't have a moon for some reason. I have the sky and the stars. Like,
I really like your